Welcome everyone, my name is Sam, and this is my next Let's Play. Of course, you could already tell, this is a game by Sucker Punch. The amazing Sly Cooper, the Thievius Raccoonus, which was originally on the PS2, I do believe. I have it for the PS3, and it looks gorgeous. So that's what we're going to be playing through, and I am going to be 100%ing it with a small stipulation. Basically, I'm going to be getting every clue and therefore upgrade, but I'm not going to be doing the time trials because the time trials don't actually count for the trophy or for 100%ing for trophies or achievements. But you know, I guess it's just trophies because it's on the whatever. I try to be bipartisan for that whole thing.
Sly, come in. Sly, do you read me?
But anyways, we got plenty of cutscenes, so I'm gonna try to let them play out without bothering them too much.
I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Sorry. By the way, I should say that during any sort of cutscene where they're both talking at the bottom there, you can control their heads and move them around with the analog sticks. That's why they sometimes like shake violently.
I read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Yeah, so I like this because this whole hold, not press, hold. This whole opening section is just going to be sort of the credits as well as just introducing a couple main things. I love this game. I think it's a really good collectathon. The second game is a little because they changed it up, and also here I didn't even care. It doesn't matter. Also, yeah, there's a lot of talking, so I'm gonna have an issue with that. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to not talk over them too much, but it's bound to happen, at least sometimes.
That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it.
Oh wow, well, whoa, you're right, there is. Oh wait, I already knew that.
Way to go, Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
Alright, so this is introducing the idea of safes. There's plenty of safes, one per level. And basically in the levels you have to get sometimes 30 or more, or 20 or more, it changes, clues to open up the safes.
Down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot. We'll be waiting in the getaway van.
And of course you gotta leave your little mark of Sly Cooper.
Criminal!
I don't know how I got that coin in the middle of that cutscene, but I did.
Foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Yeah, of course they're gonna do their whole witty banter thing, and I like it, but I don't know what accent she's supposed to have. Like, it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not like a French accent because we're in like Paris, but like it's just. I don't know, I find it really odd, like, I don't know, it's, like, I can't pin it down, like, what it's supposed to be. Anyways, this whole section right here, just try not to get hit. It's super easy. I should also mention, I am going to be doing this all post-commentary, because there was a bit of editing that needed to be done, and also, yeah, it's one of those games that I really enjoy just playing, because,
Once again, my gang and I give
look.
Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Damn it.
I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book, the Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
I like the fact that right there, they sort of just gloss over the fact that his dad was just essentially killed by these dudes.
That was a nice piece of work back there.
Like they sort of, they're like, they acknowledge it in a way, but they're never like, oh yeah, you guys sort of committed murder.
Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
Yeah, so they spare no expense breaking the fourth wall over the place. And of course, every time we go to a new section of the game, we're going to get this little introductory sequence where we talk about the main baddie of that area.
As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Rath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Alright, so this is the very first of the Fiendish Five. And, of course, this is Tide of Terror. So, this first section is, of course, super easy. And it's going to be introducing a few things that we're going to have to, look out for in this game. So, firstly, coins are a thing. Coins are optional, but they're very nice. So coins essentially are a collectible. Every time you get to 100, you either get a life or a thing called a lucky charm, which we'll be introduced to soon.
I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
I like their little dialogue between each other, but at times it's like weird because they constantly tell each other how they're supposed to do what they are supposed to be good at. So it's a little odd.
I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
That's wrong. It's not the more he has, the easier it is. It's you have to have the number it tells you to. So I will be getting every clue as you see there. And I'll be getting a bunch of different coins along the way because early on, it's super easy to amass coins and lives and lucky charms But as you get on, the boss fights and the later areas are so damn tough, at least for me, that stocking up now is very important. So there's plenty of ways you can traverse the area. I'm going to be mainly just going after clues, so it might look like I backtrack at some points, which I sort of do, but that gets more apparent later on. And here we're going to be introduced to another little concept.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
Alright, so you'll see here that the spotlights are pretty slow moving, but you just gotta sort of time it right. The whole issue here is that if you get seen by them at all, then they'll basically, the alarm will go off, it'll go all red, and then they'll reactivate, and if you get seen by them while they're red, so you basically get one shot, and then once it happens again, you explode into fire, which is not good at all. I was just double checking that there isn't any more clues around here. I've beaten this game before, 100%. Well, I mean, now that I'm recording after I've already beaten it the second time, but
Positioning system, that blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly.
it could be both.
That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's birthday.
Ha! Rain or
All that's in our
shine.
way, it's on.
Yeah, so, the first time I beat this game, it took a while to figure out where all the clues were, because for the most part, it's pretty straightforward, but for some of them, it's just like, oh, they were behind that car right there, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like, it took me an hour to find it, but, aside from a few little editing where I have to backtrack, I think, like, this playthrough is really solid.
Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
A lot of interacting with the environment is circle button to grab onto pipes and various things like sliding around on edges and whatnot. The enemies you'll see here, they're pretty predictable. Later on they get like ranged attacks and they get really, really annoying where they have spotlights and whatnot. I love the I didn't even realize when I'm playing it because I had to like keep it down a little bit, but I like the music. Like it's very... Oh, there you go. You can see how it turns red. So now if I get caught in it, it'll explode me, essentially. I like how energy-filled the music is now that I like hear it again. Oh yeah, right there. That was a situation of I messed up hard. If you don't need to go for it, don't go for it. Like, unless you're going for a time trial, which there are time trials, which I'm not going to do because they're stupid. There's usually no reason to, like, rush through a level. Usually. But, I mean, sometimes.
Vault has got to be somehow related to those clues in bottles you've been collecting. If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
So the last couple clues that we need to get are up on near these lights. I don't know if it'd be dangerous to go up here if the spotlights were still on, but I'd deactivate it regardless. For the most part, any sort of security system can always be deactivated by hitting the speaker alarm at the end, so that you can backtrack safely if you ever need to.
Press the circle to enter the vault.
I love the fact that he always says press the circle button when clearly I already did that.
Is 792.
And some of his little messages he gives with the code are ridiculous, especially later on. Like I think at one point he says that like multiple blood vessels burst while attempting this.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to use it.
Yep, so through the safes we'll get plenty of extra moves, which aren't required. They just make the they just make the playthrough a little bit more action slash diversified, actiony. I don't know how to call it. The dive move is cool, but it's all right. Like there's plenty of others that I prefer to use. So right there, we got the key. There at the end of the introductory level, there is always a key to let you get inside the hideout of sorts, and then from there, it's a hub level where we branch off into different levels. So this is the hub called Prowling the Grounds. So there are, I'm pretty sure, so there's never any clues in the hub itself.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat.
That's
If
true.
Riley's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you'd need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine, but I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
So each of those holographic markers are the entrances to levels. In this first little hub here, there's 4 different levels. Basically, we don't need to go to every level, I'm pretty sure. And by the way, that's just your way up here. We need to go back that way. Be very careful of water, because water, fire, anything will take out a life or I don't know, like just like an energy, I guess. So without any sort of lucky charm like we just got, he's trying to talk to us.
Congratulations to you all. The storm machine has sunk its 50th ship last night, and the Luke has already been unloaded. Our operation is moving along splendidly, with the possible exception being the ground's negligent display below decks, and I demand the boilers stay at full pressure at all times. If you lazy, lowbrow, technically incompetent pack of gutter snipes did your jobs right, we'd have sunk 100 ships by...
Hey, Sly, you can adjust the
Way to interrupt him.
using the right analog stick.
Yeah,
Now,
so
turn the camera behind
right
you
there
and
we
click.
saw or heard the main baddie of this area just spouting his mouth. They have PA systems in all the areas. I just love it. Anyways, there is collectibles all over this little hub, so always get them in between levels because they always regenerate. But anyways, that's about it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. In the next one, we're going to go into our first mission into the machine. I'll see you then. Goodbye.